Hello guys, so today we're going to be talking about the TEcellLA factory. Get it? TEcellLA factory. So basically we're going to be talking about what's the functionalities of each organelle and how they're similar to the TEcellLA factory. People in my group are Peyton Bates, Kyle Patel, Pri Patel, and me, Ayush Singh.
The nucleus functions as a DNA storage and controls all organelles within a cell. The nucleus represents the data storage. In a TEcellLA factory, it contains the instructions needed for the functionality of the robots within the factory. The nucleolus synthesizes ribosomes. This will represent a manager at a TEcellLA factory. The manager would pick the robots, the ribosomes, which would work at a production line, the rough ER.
The smooth endoplasmic reticulum, or the smooth ER, synthesizes lipids, phospholipids, steroids, and helps with the carbohydrate breakdown. The smooth ER represents the software production line and would produce the necessary software to run the car. This software would be downloaded and installed onto the hardware of the car, produced by the hardware production line, or the rough ER. The rough endoplasmic reticulum, or the rough ER, serves to synthesize and transport proteins within a cell. The rough ER represents the hardware production line in a TEcellLA factory. The proteins synthesized by the rough ER represent the individual components that make up a TEcellLA car. These individual components would be sent to the assembly line or the Golgi apparatus to form the finished car.
The Golgi apparatus modifies proteins by adding sugars to them. It also packages and ships those proteins outside of the cell or in other parts of the cells that they're needed. The assembly line or Golgi apparatus assembles the finished TEcellLA using materials produced from the hardware production, installs the software, and ships the finished products to the cell membrane, which in this case would be shipping them out of the factory to places where they could be sold.
The function of the mitochondria is to help in aerobic cellular respiration, production of ATP, and providing energy for the cell. This would be the power storage unit of the factory. This is where all the robots would get their power to function.
The chloroplast exists in plants only and provides energy for plant cells by transforming solar energy into chemical energy. The Gigafactory uses hundreds or thousands of individual solar panels on top of the factory to power its equipment and processes. This is similar to the chloroplast, which allows for photosynthesis, transforming solar energy for cell use.
The function of the vacuole is to store waste products and nutrition that a cell needs in order to survive. This is similar to the TEcellLA factory storage unit because it stores tools, machines, and excess products. The function of the lysosome is to break down waste in the cell. They can also break down old or damaged cells. Lysosomes are like the cleanup crew of the factory. They will fix the robots if they stop functioning.
The cytoskeleton is one of the most crucial parts of a cell. It is composed of microtubules and hold the cell together, and it also gives the cell structure. In the factory's case, the cytoskeleton would be the walls that hold the factory together and prevent it from falling.
Centrioles aid in cell division and only exist in animal cells. Centrioles represent inspectors at a TEcellLA factory. This would be a group of people that examine the factory and find ways to improve it. Then they'd separate and create a new factory.
The plasma cell membrane transports substances in and out of the cell, and it only allows certain substances to come in. In the factory, this would be the security and the gate that allows raw materials, finished cars, and essential personnel to pass through. This is the end of our presentation, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.